I played a local tournament in Madrid. Tense moments, crazy points, and a lot of drama. Find out what happened next. I spent the last week training with pros at some of the best academies in Madrid. So I decided to play a tournament to round off the week. And I was playing with Luis, who's one of the other guys who was training with me at Manu Martin Academy. And in this first group match, there were a lot of nerves. And we went into a golden point in the second game. So the lob goes over Luis. He hits a nice bajada. The opponent blocks, go down the middle and manage to finish it off with a forehand volley. 1-1. When it came to trying to break these guys, a lot of the games were pretty close, but I think just because we were only playing one set in these group stages, everyone was a little bit tight, and you can see we're all kind of just trying to get the ball in. But when it came to these volley rallies, it usually felt like we'd win, and we got that point to take an early break. Because I was a little bit nervous, I decided to go for the face smash here, which thankfully worked pretty well, took us 3-1 up. And bang, another great bajada from Luis. He's got a really good feel on that shot. Here we are, 30-15. Let's see if we can get another break. But you see my opponent just hits an unbelievable shot. I don't know, was it in or out? You decide. I think it was just in. And we're back down to 30-40. Hit the vibra, come back into the net, down the middle, and that ball goes out. So again, another golden point opportunity to break. Let's see what we can do. And that's another well-placed bajada by our opponent. You can see maybe when people are a little bit nervous and they're not timing the vibra well, they let it go to the wall, they hit the bajada, and it's quite an effective shot. Here we are on Luis's serve, just getting into another volley-to-volley battle, which I felt comfortable in, and we go 4-2 up. Bajada by me this time, good block from my opponent, and we're just kind of scrambling here in defense a little bit. Put the lob up, the opponent hits the vibra, and yeah, this is just a really tight point at 30 love, see what we can do. Oh, and our opponent just makes the volley. So even though these rallies and games are quite close, we are struggling to get another break, and I think we're just not really taking our opportunities in these rallies, stepping it up and being aggressive in the right moments. As you can see there, they just took the initiative. So we're back to 4-3. And after a smash that didn't quite go out, I decided to step it up a little bit at the net here with a block and some aggressive volleys into the corner. But our opponents defend quite well. And I actually shank that shot there, and I think that puts him off, and he misses it in the net. 5-4, now we're serving for the match. Luis here just staying calm in defense and playing that shot through the gap onto the fence, gives me an opportunity to hit a bajada and again play the lob. So we're back into the net. I blocked that volley and we're just trying to win this one, scrambling a little bit, a backhand volley, a forehand volley, and I'm back into the net, trying to close it out, but it's a good lob from my opponent and he misses the forehand volley. That's 40-30 to us. Match point. Luis with a great volley. Can I finish it? Oh! I got very lucky there, but we got the win. And in this next group stage match, the opponent on the left was pretty strong, so we decided to try and keep as many balls as possible onto the guy on the right, who was also a pretty solid player, but the guy on the left had a really good kind of feel at the net, so we decided to try and keep the ball away from him. You can see a lot of rallies in this match going between Luis and the opponent in red. Luis doing a good job to lob here on their serve, and the volley just goes over my head. I play backhand bajada, come into the net, and he just misses the volley. We go 40-15 up on their serve. Can we break in the first game? That would be great. I play that volley down the middle, scooped up, another volley from me. Good pick up from the guy on the right. He's picked up a couple of those now, and we're moving into the net. Luis plays a amazing drop volley. We take the break, but they immediately broke back. So here we are, 1-1 again on their serve. And it's golden point again, so a chance for us to break. And we get that break, go 3-1 up. Things are looking good. We're doing just enough at the moment. Now, after mainly directing a lot of our shots to the guy on the right, we started to switch it up a little bit, playing some volleys down the middle and a few more balls to the player on the left. And you can see it had some good success because he wasn't always expecting it. And here we are, 40-30 up. Decent smash by 3 by me there, and we go 4-2 up. And I think we just needed to focus on our serve here. We go 5-4 up. Things are going with serve. Luis to serve out the set. Can he do it? Can we make this one count? Some good lobs from them. Bit of defense here. I managed to hold the net, and I play that one down the line again. Luis with the down the line vibra now. Off the wall, a good lob. Hits to me with the backhand. I play the volley lob, which is one of my favorite shots. Then I go back down the line, and he just gets me there. A bit impatient from me there. 15-all. Here I play a little bit better with the backhand volley aggressively into the corner. Takes us to match point, 40-15. And we're back, controlling the net again. Opponent lobs, I go down the line. Luis with a decent little volley there. I go down the middle, and here he is again. A lot of volleys here. They're really scrambling to stay in this one. Lob goes up, Luis with the bandeja, and he's back into the net. Another lob. I felt I had to just really go for it at this point. Some decent volleys and a little fake from me, and he puts the volley out, and we take it 6-4. Into the final match of group stage. If we win this match, we go into the semi-finals of the tournament, so that would be big. And you'll notice that the rallies were very long in this match. So our opponents were just very, very consistent. They seemed to get everything back. And what didn't help was we're still using the same balls as we were in the first match. So they're extremely fluffy. There's nothing on the smash and not too much on the vibra. So for an aggressive net player like me, I'm struggling actually to make it count. Here you see, I don't really know what to do. I hit like some weird poke of an overhead there because I'm just struggling to figure out how to play in this match. But again, look, we're 40-15 down on their serve, and the rallies are already so long for the first game compared to the other matches. But these guys just did a really good job of getting loads of balls in and keeping us kind of guessing a little bit. And here I just play the vibra, that's a bit better. But they took the first game on serve. And actually in this second game, they did really well and they broke us. And I was just struggling. I didn't know what to do because these guys were just not missing, and I was a little bit tired, and the balls were so fluffy that I was struggling to find the right strategy. But I said to myself, at 3-love down, this is it. We need to win this match to get through. So I started playing a little bit more aggressive at the net. My volleys, I did feel in this tournament, coming from tennis, obviously, were at times a little bit stronger than some of my opponents. So I felt that the more I could draw them into volley-to-volley battles or actually just make it count at the net, the better. Here you can see I'm actually like wildly swinging sometimes, but I had to because these guys, they were getting a little bit too comfortable. I had to keep them guessing. here with a nice little chancletazo there. And you can see I'm just trying to play the Chiquita and come in here. But they do a good job. They had really good blocks, these guys. They could kind of block a lot. And you can see they're just playing some decent bandejas here to Luis, who does a good job to stay in this one. And I play that one off the back wall. And I think that just squeezes in. And we're at golden point. Can we make it count? And Luis plays his trademark shot to the fence. We get that game, and it's 3-2. Back on serve. And you can see the slightly higher pace and aggressive style that we're playing is helping a bit here. Because I knew that they wanted the rallies to be long and get into these kind of rallies where everyone is just kind of hitting softly. So I think we had to just change up the pace. And we came back from 40-15 down to a golden point at 3-all. This is massive. And our opponent misses, gives us the break at 4-3. Surely now we can close out this set. Let's see. This guy on the left just doing some amazing defense. You see, runs out of the cage. That one almost comes back as well. But we go 40-15 down. And they're really pushing to break us again here. I'm playing some volleys. And these guys, they just scramble everything off the walls. It's quite impressive, actually. And I missed that volley. So they break us back immediately, and we're at 4-all. And the rules of this tournament is at 5-all, you play a tie break. So I'm just like, please, let's not get to 5-all. But these guys are actually, they're pushing really, really hard. And you can see here, they're 5-4 up, but we have that point to take the game to a tie break. And I don't quite put that one out. Our opponent comes into the net, does really well, but we managed to find our way back into this point. I scramble that one up through the gap, and it takes us to 5-all. Now we're into the tie break, and I just want to play super aggressive here, really make my mark. First point goes well, and then on the second point you can see we're just really trying to take the net. Once we're at the net, we feel a lot more comfortable. Here I am just stepping in with a volley. Luis with a good volley, and then that goes to his feet. Off into the fence. Luis here controlling, playing really well. And he goes for the finish. Doesn't quite get it, but it's good play. These guys just defend so well. And Luis with the fake smash, he pops it up and he smashes it. Oh, this guy almost gets that off the fence. It was very close, but we go 3-love up in this tie break. So we're really pushing now. You can see I'm coming straight into that net. I know what I want to do, being a bit more decisive actually in how I play. But these guys got one back there, so took it to 3-1. Luis with the lob. I blocked the volley. Luis comes in and plays a great volley down the middle. 4-1. Okay, here we go for the smash. Again, the balls are fluffy. My smash wasn't great. He comes in, but we managed to kind of scramble this one back out. The guy on the left goes for the Bajada. 5-1. Okay, just 2 more points. Again, I go for the finish. He gets that back, and we're back to where we started. I'm at the net, block some volleys. He goes to the lob and just misses it by a whisker. 6-1, match point. Okay, and that one just hits the net as it goes through, and I managed to take that volley. Luis comes in. Can we finish this point? Good backhand volley, and the ball goes out.
Yeah, the matches were alright. They put a lot of balls in the last pair. The other 2 pairs were good, but I think we had them. Vamos, let's go.
So here I am warming up for the semi-finals. So in this first game, you can see there with the double-hander down the line, but Luis reads it, takes us to 30-15. And again, another double-hander. I play that off the back wall. Good recovery from me, and we take that first game, hold our serve. Now we're into this second game. See if we can do something on their serve. Again, just volleys at the net. This guy on the left had very good volleys. I had the chance there, actually. Just snatched it a little bit, but I've got to keep my head up because these points early on were very intense. You can see they're trying to really get it into that left-sided player's vicinity. He's got a strong pop out there. Lob here, and he just plays the fake smash. Takes them to 40 love on their serve. So we're not doing too well on their first service game, but the rallies were very, very close. It was a lot tighter than it seemed. So 1-1, let's see what happens now in the next game. I go for the fake, he reads that, volley to volley, and I miss another. I won't call it a sitter, but it was a shot that I'd expect to make. I think maybe I was a little bit tired, not so much just physically, but just a little bit mentally as well from a long week of training. And also Luis had played, I think, a tournament or something a couple days before, so he was knackered. But there's no excuses. We get to golden point. I didn't make it count with my volley. They come in and they punish Luis there. They take the break. Here I am with a little block, and they put the volley into the corner. And you can see Javi here with a good bahada. I go off the back wall, just really hustling here. Staying in this one quite well, and I think, here maybe we've got a chance with the volley lob. We're into the net. But they managed to retake the net quite quickly. They were quite good at that. A good lob there, and my shot just touches the net. We're still in this point, but Javi with another good vibra onto the line. Let's see what he does here. I come into the net with the block, and I think that ball just goes wide. So we go 30-15 up. Maybe a little chance here to break back on their serve. Good lob from Luis, and I play the volley, and here we are. Come on, yes. Okay, that's gone out. And now we've got 40-15, 2 break points, but they managed to fight back to golden point. And Javi plays a good drop shot. I mean, he's just played very clutch there. And again in the next game, another double-handed backhand straight past me. I go up for the smash. Again, not my best smash. The balls are dead as well. But I stay in this point at the net, and I'm thinking, surely we've got them here. Play that forehand volley, and we take that point. But they broke again. So we're now 4-1 down. We're really up against it. And I'm just playing kind of quite loose, seeing if I can make things happen. I'm actually quite frustrated here. We have another break point. And I think we did quite well here. But Danny gets a little bit of luck there with the drop shot that trickles off the net, and it takes us to golden point. And I don't know what happened here. I lost my footing, and I totally messed up the shot. It was my bad. We're 5-1 down, and here's match point to them. Let's see if we can just stay in this match. No, we can't. A really pretty poor performance from me, but these guys played really well.